Within the month of February 2025, 798 women were dedicated into the association known by the name Women of the Exaltation of the Cross in the Kumbo Cathedral, northwest region of Cameroon. Later on, more than 350 dedicated at St. Pius X Parish, Tatum, for Tatum Deanery, and close to 200 dedicated at Djottin Parish for Djottin Deanery. And here we are on this 29th day of the month of June at St. Patrick's Anglophone Parish, Maetur, in the Diocese of Bafoussam, Western Region, where about 68 women became full-fledged members of the Women of the Exaltation of the Cross WEC, an association that has its roots in the Diocese of Kumbo as far back as the 1950s.
When the first missionaries in the 1950s made use of an existing traditional association of women called Chong at the time, through which they evangelized and Christianized the culture of the people. And eventually, what was at the foundation of the association, the Chong, which refers to a musical stone, was replaced by the Word of God, which now unites them, through which they can be able to get more light and insight into the faith. A number of years have gone by, and their conviction and dedication as members of this association has grown. Because, like St. Peter and Paul, they are ready to sacrifice for the sake of the faith. They have for their adage, alive or dead, we belong to the Lord.
The solemn Holy Mass for this celebration was officiated by Reverend Father Marcel Kudzuka, a formator of the St. Thomas Aquinas Major Seminary, Bambui, assisted by the parish priest of Maetur Parish, Father Edmond Tasse, and preached at by Reverend Father Emile Mbidzenyoy Bunela, who stood in for Reverend Father Pontiano Stadzenyoy, the Kumbo Diocesan Chaplain for WEC, who was unavoidably absent. In his homily, Father Emile underlined the soul-searching question, what would you be remembered for after death? Drawing inspiration from the two apostles and pillars of the church, Peter and Paul, whose solemnity was celebrated on that 29th of June.
You have freely chosen to belong to this association, to follow Jesus Christ, who died and rose again from the dead, to give us life in its fullness.
We stand by the word, by the cross, and by life.
With a cross, a Bible, a rosary, and the Constitution, these women who had undergone over 2 years of training and 3 months of intensive and immediate preparations made their solemn promises and received blessings. In a world that shuns the cross and is being fueled by the gospel of prosperity, these women pledged to accept the cross as Jesus did and to shine like a light for the world. Meanwhile, medals were given to some outstanding members of the group in the course of the celebration.
I am so happy, so happy to have been dedicated today, because it has not been an easy journey. We started with doctrinal formation like 2 years ago, and the last month was so intense. We got exams and it was good, and finally we are dedicated today. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, and we are so happy with the Radio Evangelium for coming to cover our dedication was incomplete. And I pray that as a dedicated member, I should remain dedicated and serve God.
I'm kind to have in my parish the women of the Exaltation of the Cross, commonly known as WEC. Actually, it's a group that was born in the Diocese of Kumbo some years ago. And because of the situation of our country, many Anglophone move here in Bafoussam. And to help them to live their faith, allow them to begin that group. And they have begun it. And so far we say they are doing very, very well. It's a group that help Christians to put in the center of their life the cross of Christ. You know, nowadays with all the churches that we have here and so-called prophets, people deny the cross. Those so-called prophets tell the people, if you come to my church, you will not be sick, you have the husband, you have land, you have money, but that is a big lie. There's no life without the cross. Even Jesus died on the cross. All of us Christians must face the cross. Sometimes our brother pray, cross is not my portion, sickness is not my portion, suffering is not my portion. That also is a big lie. It's our portion. So the women of the Exaltation of the Cross, in their life they try to accept the cross, to carry the cross behind Jesus, and to help other people to carry the cross. They have been very, very committed to the parish so far. In their formation, we did a very, we had many doctrine classes with them, improved their faith, and they were very, very faithful.
It was a great occasion. I was so happy to witness this. You know, in origins from the Diocese of Kumbo, I've never had the opportunity to be a first-hand witness of the dedication. It was great. I saw the great numbers that were there for the dedication. So many people came and they were happy. And we thank God for the missionaries who decided to incorporate the church group to the church. Through it now, it is a strong arm of evangelization. Through it, women are learning doctrine, they are learning more about the faith, and they are growing. We pray and hope that God should bless them, bless the priests in charge of them, the chaplains, and they may continue to guide these women as they grow in their faith.
It was yet a beautiful celebration at the hall, characterized by the cutting of a cake, visiting the tree of life, and remarkably, a wonderful presentation by the dedicants.
I am John Wongibe. I am the parish pastoral chairperson for St. Patrick Anglophone Parish, Maetur. We have welcomed WEC in this parish with open hearts and open hands, because WEC for us represents an emanation of our traditional institutions into the Christian folk, and that is an example that needs to be taken beyond our own little parish. And we thank the Diocese of Kumbo for actually supporting and giving guidance to this group so that it takes a national and international character.
I'm called Cross WEC, the chair lady for the Bafoussam House, St. Patrick Parish, Maetur. Yeah, this group was created. If I want to really say something, it was due to the presence of the numerous IDPs that were here. They did not feel comfortable joining any other groups in church. They were like idle, abandoned, so they requested if we could start off something like that, where they can be free, where they can interact, where they can participate in the building of church of God's house. So I presented the issue to my parish priest. He gave me the go-ahead. I went ahead to ask for permission from the Kumbo Diocese through the diocesan animator to the diocesan chaplain, and finally to the bishop, who gave us the authorization, and we were able to start. And from what I can tell you, like the impacts, if you look critically, most of our members, they were people, I would say, the majority of them, they did not actually have the idea, have church at heart. I have so many of them that they are able to come to church, they are able to participate in the activities of the church, they are able to participate in the building of God's house just because WEC is there. So WEC has been like a pull or like a push to a good number of them. Yeah, I'm seeing from every indication, and like me personally, and from all the testimonies, at least the spirituality of most of us has been upgraded. The joy in us is really, I can't even explain. I'm sure you can see it on our faces. The ever first dedication, you see all of us with bright faces. It's just like expressing what is in us.